All right, folks, well, as you can guess by the title, today we're going to be attempting to catch what I consider to be one of the rarest fish in New Jersey. Today's December 9th, 2022, and by most measurements, the saltwater fishing season here in New Jersey is pretty much coming to an end. There's still a couple striped bass to pick up off the beach. If you go out on the boat, your chances are much higher of catching fish off the wrecks like tog, porgy, and all those other wreck species. But for a lot of land-based guys, there's pretty much not much to target and not much to do. Back in the day, there were more species to catch in the winter months, like mackerel, whitefish, and what we're going to target today, the winter flounder. So unfortunately for the winter flounder population, and anglers that like to target the winter flounder, their population has declined dramatically just in the last 40 years. In 2018, the commercial and recreational harvest was only 5% of what it was in 1984. The winter flounder used to be a very popular fishery for pretty much all of the Northeast into New England, but now in New Jersey it's pretty much become a unicorn to find. There's only several spots that I know of here on the Jersey coast where you can actually catch these fish on a somewhat regular basis, and for guys in the boat it becomes a little easier. For guys on the shore it really is tough. As you can see out here behind me, there's literally nobody else out fishing this spot, which is probably the most popular winter flounder spot on the entire New Jersey coast. I've actually been fishing here for the past couple years, caught my first ever winter flounder about 5 years ago this month. We still do have an open season here in New Jersey from March 1st to December 31st, so we have about 3 weeks left in the season here, and I figured with the bass bite slowing down and there being a potential chance for me to catch a winter flounder, I may as well send it, put myself up to the challenge, and see if we can get it done. So in terms of technique, you need two things. First is going to be some bloodworms or sandworms that you're actually going to fish with, and second, more optionally but highly encouraged, is a thing of chum. So in this bucket here we have several items that we're going to fish with today. Again, first and foremost, we just picked up some bloodworms. I do want to give a big shout out to Riptide Bait and Tackle for hooking it up with the bait here. They supplied the bloodworms and the clams, so if you guys are in the Atlantic County area, check out Andy at Riptide. So there we go, we got 1.5 dozen bloodworms and some clam bellies right here that we're going to mix up with corn and some sand. First and foremost, we got to throw the clams in there. Oh yeah, smells clammy. Second, some corn. Winter flounder are known to be attracted to the color yellow, and this is actually a pretty popular chum choice for a lot of guys that still come out here and target them. Just dump all that goodness in there. May not look the most appetizing, but hopefully this increases our chances of catching today. And very conveniently for me, I just found this, what looks like a fish or probably a bird skull. And we can just use this to mash up the chum instead of getting our hands all dirty. Grab a couple shell bits to throw in there too. So there's our finished chum product. Looks delicious, I know. Actually, it's probably one of the most disgusting things to exist in this world, to be honest. Gotta get our hands dirty if we want to hopefully catch some fish. And we gotta throw this upwind too. It's blowing about 15 knots right now in my face, so this should be a lot of fun. Oh yeah, that's awesome. We'll just throw about one handful every 20 minutes or so. Start off chumming heavy and then see if we can get bit. So stay tuned. All right, and finally, in terms of actually rigging here, you don't need anything crazy. We got a light 2500 Iowa BG, 7.6 Mojo inshore, light action. Just fishing 15-pound braid. We have a traditional winter flounder rig right here. It has a weight. I chose 1.5 ounce, just so I can kind of cast farther. You don't need a lot of weight at all. I'm fishing at about 10 feet right here. Behind that, you have 2 trailer hooks, 2 long shank hooks that I tipped with bloodworms. You can use bloodworms or sandworms. I chose bloodworms because that's what I get my hands on. Let's make our first cast of the day. Let's cast right into our chum slick. Let it hit the bottom. And there's two things you can do now. I could just let this sit, hope a flounder swims by and eats it, or what I'd rather do is just absolutely crawl this in. You're not trying to retrieve it like a lure, you're just trying to cover ground because these fish are pretty lethargic and they're not going to move a lot. So just reel this thing in incredibly slow. And that's pretty much it. Keep doing this till we get a bite. Stay tuned, folks. We've got a lot of casts to make, a lot of time to put in here. Pretty boring fishing, pretty cold fishing, but it's pretty rewarding when you get that winter flounder bite. Again, plan of attack here, just cover as much water as possible. We have like a small channel right here off of a mud flat. These fish should come in and feed. And we have about 6 hours of outgoing tide right now. I'm probably not gonna fish all 6 hours. Hopefully I can catch a fish within that time frame because my face is already numb. We'll see if we can get a bite. Maybe a couple bites. I mean, despite how rare these fish are, if you're in the right spot at the right time, you could still put together a very solid catch. Oh, there we go. Double whammy, 2 clamshells. Solid flounder habitat though. Again, just keeping on fan casting this whole area. My chum is spread out pretty much right here. I have like a semicircle about 20 feet out from me. As this tide picks up, it should push down current, and any flounder that are in this little bay here should ideally swim over to me. Be curious about the chum, and I'll be able to catch them. All right, get a shell here? Oh no. Feels like a shell, right? Where's this fish? Oh, shell. Oh man, that just wore my body temp like 20 degrees. It's brutal out here, guys. Not much excitement going on. Just snagged a shell, and that was the best part of my day thus far. So the sun keeps getting higher, the tide keeps dropping lower, so the stars could be aligning here. That's a fish. Is that a fish? That's a fish, right? That's gotta be a fish. That would be a fish. That's a fish. Oh my god, oh my god. Come on, be a flounder. Be a freaking flounder, please. Please. Please, 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 please. Come on, either a flounder or a giant shell. Oh, that's a fish. That's a fish. We're hooked up. We're hooked up right after that fake shell bite. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, folks. Please be a flounder. Please be a flounder. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No. 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 God. Man, you thought I got excited for a shell. This freaking skate. Cool one. This is probably a species of skate I've never caught before. I'll identify it later and add it to the species list. But yeah, this little sucker right here just had my heart 1,000 BPM. I really thought that was a flounder. This is what's been munching our chum, huh? Man, right after that shell too, I thought this was a flounder. Did not know there were skates back here, to be honest. I've never caught one. Hey, a bite's a bite, at least it's not a shell. So not a flounder, not our target species. Let him go. Damn, maybe we go from shell to skate to flounder. We'll see. Stay tuned. Man, what a sequence of events, huh? Come on, flounder on this cast, please. snag I just got stuck on. Got a fish? What the heck? No way, I thought it was snagged and we got a fish. Dude, what is going on? It's a fish, right? Please be a flounder. It's a flounder, it's a flounder. It's gotta be a flounder. He's fighting way different. Flip. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. First one of the day. Come on. Let's go, baby. Shell, skate, flounder. What? That's awesome. Almost 1,000% sure this is a short fish right here. They'll only be 12 inches, but I'm not even gonna measure this guy. He's probably around 10 or so. Baby winter flounder, but hey, first one of the day. They do exist. New Jersey unicorn. Only took about 2.5 hours. All right, bud, grow up a little bit. Sweet. Hopefully there's some more where he came from. So let's rebait. That was right in our chum slick too. Let's go. Nice little spider crab catch right there. He ate it too. See ya. Well, I guess if I caught any more fish, I wouldn't be able to claim that the winter flounder is the most rare fish here in New Jersey. And if I caught any less, I wouldn't be able to make a video. So, end the day off here. One winter flounder, a solid 4 hours of consecutive fishing. At the very least, guys, I hope if you did watch this video and you enjoyed it, I encourage you to get out there, try for yourself, do the challenge, see if you can catch a winter flounder. I mean, just because I only caught one a day, there's been days where you could catch a whole bunch of them actually. So yeah, they are few and far in between and definitely way less popular than they were just a couple decades ago, but there's still a couple around here. So get out there, see if you can catch a fish. Definitely a challenging fish to catch, and I'm honestly just happy I was able to get one a day for you guys, because I very easily could have got skunked. You never would have seen this video. So with that being said, guys, never end this end. Thanks for tuning in this video. Hit the like button, subscribe button. I appreciate all that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Yo!